How you doing? My name is TreniuS Henderson. You're tuning into the infamous Living Realm Network. Divine powers are always working for us because we're doing right. Are you seeing repeating numbers such as 1111, 111, 22, 333, 444, 1313? 666. Are you seeing repeating numbers every day and you starting to go crazy? Like, yo, what does this mean? I know exactly what it means. I know exactly why you're seeing these repeating numbers, and I'm about to tell you some things that's about to blow your mind. So I need you to stay tuned through the whole video because I'm gonna tell you some experiences that I've heard other people have. I'm gonna tell you some experiences that I have had. And what I'm gonna tell you will be the truth. Okay, this is the truth. This is the real reason why you're seeing repeated numbers. I've looked at other people's videos and stuff, and I'm like, yo, what the hell are they talking about? That don't even make no sense. You know what I mean? Like, you mean that? What? I'm not experiencing that. But folks, I've been to the Akashic records and I've obtained information. Okay, if you don't know what the Akashic records is, if you want to watch that video, run this video back over to the beginning after this video is over and watch this video, you know, where I traveled to the Akashic records. Okay, you want to hear that story. It's very interesting. But anyway, so let me tell you this. When I first came into seeing repeating numbers, when I first came into this whole numerology stuff, I was so fascinated by it because I couldn't understand why I kept saying 1111. How many of you first awakened, you started saying 1111? Speak up, let your voice be heard, and say, when I first awakened, I started saying 1111. Okay? Like-minded individuals think alike. And so that was like the start, you know, that was like a can of worms opening up, because after I started saying these repeating numbers was when I started to like investigate, you know, and I started becoming a mathematician, you know, and I started like calculating all the numbers and stuff. And it was really freaking me out, man. It was really freaking me out. And I can remember it was freaking me out so bad that I began to have like, you know, like little nervous breakdowns because I felt like the numbers were beginning to chase me and stuff. Like I was riding on the highway looking at exit sign numbers, like adding it up, 5 + 3, 8, you know what I mean? Like, oh, like I was just going crazy, man. I was going crazy. And so maybe you can relate. Can you relate? How did it make you feel? Speak up, let your voice be heard. Leave a comment below. Let us all know how it made you feel when you first came across like seeing repeating numbers. Okay, we want to know your testimony. But anyway, so this is the truth. This is the truth of why we are seeing repeating numbers. Okay, the universe, folks, the universe is all about mathematics. Okay, the life is just really mathematics. Okay, and the problem is that most of us are not good at math. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's very few people that are really, really advanced in math, you know? And so being that we are connected to the universe, if you believe that we are connected to the universe, then that means we are also connected mathematically. Okay, that's why the human body is so mathematically precise and correct. 2 eyes, you know, 2 nostrils, you know, two hands with the same amount of fingers on them, toes, 2 legs. Everything in life is mathematically correct. When you look at flowers, they have symmetrical leaf petals on them. When you look at animals, they got 2 horns. Everything is like aligned, you know, with the universe. When you slice open an apple, you see like a star in the middle. Why is it that you see like a star in the middle of an apple? When you look like the birth in the womb, a baby in a mother's womb, it's like a real seed. It's like a peanut seed. You know what I mean? Why is it everything so symmetrical? Because everything is mathematically aligned up with the universe, including us as human beings, okay? We just forgot how to add. You know, we just forgot how to use this mathematical language that the universe is speaking to us to help guide our lives every single day. Remember, folks, the universe don't talk like we talk. It speaks in signs, language, and I mean signs, codes, numbers, stuff like that. Wonders, okay? So we have to get back to understanding how to read the language of the universe, our natural divine self. like the ancient Egyptians was, who they were very connected to the nature of the universe, which is what made them so intelligent. It wasn't necessarily intelligence in books and education like we think today that makes a person smart. It's being connected to the true divine source of the universe. And the ancient Egyptians were a prime example of a people who were connected to the divine infinite power of the universe. Okay, and I'm gonna get more into that as this video goes on. But first and foremost, I want to talk about a guy named Nikola Tesla. I don't know if you've heard of Nikola Tesla, but Nikola Tesla was he was an inventor, and he was an electrical engineer. It was said that he was the one that first created, how to, maneuver and configure electricity. Okay, so Nikola Tesla was also like a genius. He was like a very weird guy. When you're so smart and you're different from everybody else, everybody just think you're weird. That's just how people are. Okay, but Nikola Tesla was obsessed with numbers. He was obsessed with mathematics. He was so futuristic, way beyond his time, man. If he was in our time, he would be beyond our time. That's how smart he was. He was always obsessed with the number 3. And he was obsessed with the number 6, and he was obsessed with the number 9. He felt like the number 369, if you're able to, mathematically correctly use it to your advantage, you will have the key to the universe or something. That was what he thought. So he would go, when he arrived at places, he'll walk around buildings 3 times. Imagine a man walking around a building 3 times, with his hand in his pocket, looking down. Weird, complete weird, but smart. And he would walk in rooms, and he would add up the proportions of the walls, the perimeter, the area, the square circumference, the radius of things. He was that fascinated with numbers, but he was a genius. And so he was the first guy to be able to do experiments with electricity. It was said that he was using telekinesis in his laboratories. And so what happened was, I think that the government or whatever got a hold of some of his inventions and things of that nature, and they took it from him. And so it comes to realize, a guy named Benjamin Franklin was said to have created the first light bulb. And he got famous. He was famous, but Nikola Tesla was never really given the credit for the inventions to be able to conduct the electricity using these numbers and stuff that he was using, these codes, these formulas. Instead, we know Benjamin Franklin as the person that created the first light bulb. Okay, and that's the reason why today you have car companies like Tesla, that Elon Musk is the CEO of Tesla, Tesla cars, the new electric car that drives itself. Yes, Elon Musk was very inspired by Nikola Tesla. That's why he came up with the car Tesla. And so you already know that, back in the day, the ancient Egyptians pretty much already knew these secrets. Okay, it's just that these guys kind of came around and resurfaced it, but it was said that the ancient Egyptians, they were so intuitively inclined with their true divine nature that nobody even knows how they put the blocks together with the pyramid. And it was said that the pyramid, the very top of the pyramid, the capsule, was made out of pure gold. So they were using stones to create electricity, and gold and minerals to create electricity, and water way back a long time ago. And so what does that have to do with seeing repeated numbers? Okay, it's just like Nikola Tesla, folks. If we were all good at math, right, like Nikola Tesla or Albert Einstein creating the new math formulas for the world, if we were all that intelligent, we would know how to go about our lives, because the universe is always talking to you. Okay, so what you have to do now, when you're seeing repeated numbers, like 1111 represents restarting, resetting, a fresh new start, starting over. It means you're awakened. 1 is the first number. The 2 11s represent doorways, you're walking through the doorway okay, this is a new beginning. Sometimes when you wake up in the morning is when you'll see 11 the most, okay? 11. 11 always signifies restart, start over. Now, the numbers go from 11 all the way up to whatever. What is it? 9 or something like that? What is it? Speak up, let your voice be heard. But the numbers expand. Now, what you have to do is for every number, like if you see 222 or you see 333, you know, like the number that I see a lot is 444. Like my car tag is 444. My car tag license plate is all fours. You know what I mean? And I never knew this until I knew about repeated numbers. And so I went and I did my research on what it means. And I know that it means that your angel guides are always protecting you. The universe is always protecting you, and you're on a secure path. Okay. Now, when you get good at when you get good at remembering the information that has been accumulated throughout all the years and eons that they say about each number, then you will be able to know what to do when you start to see your particular number flash up. If you start to see 333s and you don't know what it means, that's the perfect time to observe how you feel. Okay, when you see these repeated numbers, don't necessarily be blown away by the number theory. Oh my God, I'm seeing repeated numbers and have a number party every time you see repeated numbers. That's not what it really is for. It's for you to see what's going on in your present moment. See what's going on in your present moment. Observe your feelings. You might be out of the club somewhere. You look on your watch and you see 11:11. Observe what's going on. Observe what happened an hour ago. Observe what you're going to be doing an hour from then. You know, observe everything, okay? When you see these repeating numbers, 444, you know, when you see 22, 222, when you see these repeated numbers and your intuition makes you notice it, observe. It's time to go in observe mode. Now, once you continuously observe, every time you're seeing repeated numbers, your subconscious mind will begin to store memories of what it feels like and what you're experiencing when you see these repeated numbers. That way, the next time the repeated number comes up, your conscious mind automatically reminds you of what to do based on the last experiences of seeing that repeating numbers. And then what's going to happen is you're going to, once you get in the habit of doing it consistently and consecutively, you're going to begin to get on a path. Your subconscious mind will begin to connect with the universe. Your left brain will be able to connect with your right brain, and you'll have whole brain thinking. Okay, you'll basically seeing this repeated numbers is like opening up your right brain, your creativity, you know, your inspiration, your intuition. The left brain is like your habits, you know, the normal things that you always think about, your step-by-step processes. Once you get in the habit of remembering how it is that you feel when you see these repeating numbers, your subconscious mind, again, will remember it, and it will begin to remember it the next time you see that particular number, okay? The next time you see that particular number, all right? Now, listen, folks, there's also a way I've also created how you can manifest using these repeated numbers. If you want to learn how to manifest and attract things that you want using repeated numbers, click this video. Click this video right here, or come back after this video is over and click this video, save the timestamp, and come back and watch this video. I'm going to show you how to manifest using repeating numbers, okay? It's very interesting, very powerful video, okay? So anyway, so you're going to get on the divine path, okay? And then your life is going to go in the right direction that you've always been waiting on your whole entire life, and you will just fall face upon your purpose. Like you will be starting to do your purpose. Everything will start going your way. You will start attracting more finances. You will begin to attract and run across all the people that you're supposed to be meeting. Everything will be happening in synchronicity, in perfect timing, perfect timing. How do I know? Because that's how I am now. I walk in the room, the phone start ringing. I go down the street, the light turn green. I go to a store, it's somebody right there to hold the door open for me. I go to a register. If I forgot my money in the car, it's somebody behind me that got $20 in their hand. They say, here, I can pay for it for you. Divine synchronicities. Once you get in the habit of understanding what these repeated numbers mean, and you keep in mind what it means based on the last time, you will begin to get on the track of your divine path. Okay? This is the truth. The universe is only trying The universe is only trying to put you on your divine path. It's helping you. This is not anything to get scared of. Once again, I used to get scared of it because I didn't have no knowledge. You know, knowledge is power. You know, information is power. Okay, if I would have had the knowledge, I would be like I am today, well off. Okay, but I didn't. That's why I'm telling you, now that you have the knowledge and this video resonated with you, get this video a thumbs up. Okay, so this is what it means to see repeating numbers like 111, 2222, 3333. Nothing to be afraid of. It's totally normal. You're just awakening to the truth of how you are connected. Everybody's connected to the divine power of the mathematical universe. Okay? Once upon a time, people had no care about being connected to the universe, but now people are waking up and they're starting to realize I'm connected to something bigger than what my life is doing. You know what I mean? Like, that's what happened to me. Like, I started to feel like, you know what, man, it's something more out here for me to do. Like, I deserve better than the life that I'm living right now. And so I came into like thinking like, is there something better for me, universe? Like, and then that's when I started to be connected, like with the language of the universe, and it blew my mind. And then it balanced me out. And then I got on my path, and then everything started to go good. Okay, speak up, let your voice be heard. Leave a comment below, and let me know, and let us all know, like, what number are you seeing the most? What number have you been seeing the most? Okay, tell us what number you've been seeing the most at the bottom, so we can all get an understanding of like what your life is like and what you're experiencing. Also, when you first started seeing numbers, tell us like what were you doing before you started seeing repeating numbers? Like, were you on your spiritual journey then, or was it just a random thing that happened? Tell us what happened to you when you first started seeing repeating numbers. Also, tell me, what is your favorite repeating number? What is the number that you want to see? Comment below, okay? Speak up, let your voice be heard. Let us know, let the world know what your experiences are. I want to hear from you, okay? We're going to get these comments rolling because I'm going to be responding to some of you. So my favorite number right now is 8888 or 888, okay? I've never seen 888 until one of you out there that are subscribed to my channel spoke up, let your voice be heard, and left a comment and said, TreniuS, it's crazy, but I'm seeing all these 8s up under this video, some video I made a couple days ago. And I looked into it, and she was right. And I was like, oh my God, like, and I looked it up, and you already know what it means. Some of you already know 888 means abundance, wealth, prosperity. This is something that I've always wanted, man. I've always wanted to get to this point where I can be aligned with abundance, prosperity, and wealth, and things of like that nature, because I've never been in a great financial situation in my life, okay? So for you to get to this point where you see 888s, oh man, it's groundbreaking. It's groundbreaking. You know, it's very wonderful. You are very, very much in a good position if you begin to see 888. Now, how did I get here? How did I start to see 888s after she told me when that I'm on an 888 frequency? It's a long story. It's a long story, but I know exactly what I did to begin to see 888s and get on that abundance path, that path of prosperity, that path of wealth. And I'm gonna lie to you not. I've been seeing it. Okay? I'm not gonna get into details. I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save that for a session that I can have with you. And I'll tell you if you get a session with me in the comment section, is my email. I'll tell you how I got on the frequency of seeing 888s. And listen, last night I just had a dream about seeing 888s. I'm definitely on the frequency. Thank you so much, subscriber, who spoke up, let your voice be heard, and confirmed to me that I was on that frequency. And you will be too if you let me tell you how I got on it, and I'll get you there too. So make sure you get in contact with me in the comment section. It's going to be my email. And send me an email and say, TreniuS, I want a session. I need you to tell me how you got on the 888 frequency. If you want that vibrational frequency number, I'll help you. right after this video. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. If you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe up here by clicking my face icon. Click that face icon. Make sure that you hit the bell notification so that you can be updated with every time I upload a video. You'll be the first one to watch it. For those of you who have not activated the bell, go to my channel front page, click that bell beside the subscribe button, okay? You might need to activate that bell. Some of you don't have it activated. In the meantime, check out this next video I have right here on seeing repeated numbers. This is a really good video right here too. See you in the email. Peace.